We are still trying to figure out who, as a newspaper, we're going to endorse on both sides, and particularly on the Democratic side. And it's a tough choice, so we're having many of the candidates back for second interviews. We had Senator Biden, this was the second time we had him in for an editorial board interview. He was here for, oh my gosh, almost 2 hours.
He's a little bit windy. But otherwise, I mean, I just think he's one of the brightest candidates out there in terms of background on the issues and his ability to speak about them intelligently.
He is one of the true experts in the Congress, and so we learn a lot. It sometimes takes a while to get there because he answers so fully.
He'd do well to carry an egg timer around in his pocket so that he'd help himself a little bit in being more concise.
I think Senator Biden just talks and talks and talks, and he sort of can't help himself, and so these things go on longer than I'm sure he intended him to.
He's just a really, really serious candidate, I would say, particularly on foreign policy. So it seemed important to get him back in here, and I thought it was also a good thing that he gave some comments on where he thought the other candidates were on foreign policy, what their credentials were. So I think it was a pretty worthwhile morning.
I don't think it makes a great campaign slogan, you know, Joe Biden, the pragmatic candidate. No, I don't think that theme will resonate with voters at all.
It's not just how smart you are on the issues, it's also how you present yourself.
Those who haven't caught on with voters, often there's a reason for that.
I would say I'm doubtful that we would endorse Joe Biden, but it's not because he's a second-tier candidate. It would be because we didn't find him up to the other candidates.
I really want to hear from Clinton and Obama again before we have any kind of formal sit-down among the editorial board. I mean, it just sort of winds up opportunities to really listen hard to what they're saying and hear sort of a closing argument from each of them.